Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Alright, I'll just get started.
Ugh.
Oh, okay. It's voice acted.
Is it already time to wake up? I feel like I barely got any sleep. I guess that's to be expected though, since today is such a big day. I never really understood why people make such a big deal out of holidays, especially birthdays. Congrats! You just completed a full circle around the sun on this stupid floating rock. How exciting! Maybe I'm just being overly pessimistic again. I just can't see the appeal. Oh, great! Just what I was hoping to see. Another stupid no. Good morning, sleepyhead. Please don't be mad at me, okay? Money has been really tight lately, and I wasn't able to take the day off of work like I said I would. I know I should have told you sooner, but I couldn't bear to see that disappointed look on your face again. It just breaks my heart. I left you some money to order takeout since I haven't had time to go to the grocery store lately. Make sure to treat yourself, okay? You haven't left your room in weeks, so maybe some fresh air would do you some good too. A small part of me was hoping things would turn out differently, but I should have known better. I guess this is my punishment for getting my hopes up. Over the last few years, I've become a shell of my former self. I stopped talking to other people, stopped leaving the house, and lately I've even stopped getting out of bed. Speaking of which, what time is it? It's already 6 p.m.? I slept the entire day again! I really wanted to go to the beach with Mom and Dad today, It's been so long since we've done anything together as a family. I guess I'll go alone again, just like last year. I have about 2 hours until sunset, so I need to leave as soon as possible. The ocean has a way of making me feel better, even on the worst days. I could really use a pick-me-up right now. I love collecting stuffed animals. Mom says I'm too old for them, and she made me throw away most of my collection a few years back. At least I got to keep my favorites.
Okay, I can start clicking stuff. Oh yeah, a cat figure.
Even though my figure collection is pretty small, it still feels nice to see my favorite VTuber every day. She stopped streaming a few months ago and no one has heard from her since. I hope she'll come back someday. I really miss her.
Books.
I don't read very often nowadays, so I gave away most of my books. The only ones left are either personal favorites or remnants of my younger self's obsession with sharks. Nostalgia is a powerful thing.
Oh my, I wonder what she's watching.
That's weird. I could have sworn I turned my computer off before I went to bed. It looks like I was reading something last night, but I don't seem to remember anything from it.
Alright.
It looks like this is an article about the beach near my house. Over the last few weeks, there have been several reports of mysterious lights in the water. All of the sightings seem to have occurred right after sunset.
Okay.
The only eyewitness statement on this page is from a little girl. She swears that she saw a mermaid cat? And that the lights were coming from its magic powers? Why would they even include this in the article? It completely ruins the credibility. I learned about bioluminescent fireworms recently, so I was hoping the lights were from something like that. During the summer, they come to the surface of the water to mate. You can only ever see them after a full moon, and the mating window is only 20 to 30 minutes long. It's honestly a pretty rare phenomenon, especially if you're outside of the normal zones where they're spotted. I'm not sure we have ever had fireworms around here. Even though this article is probably some stupid hoax to bring in tourists, maybe I'll get lucky and see something tonight. It would be the best birthday gift ever. Speaking of, I need to hurry or I'll miss the sunset.
Right, I guess we're going to the beach around 6 p.m.
The weather...
Fuck, the weather is surprisingly nice today.
Maybe Mom and Dad were right about me needing more fresh air. It's just been really hard to leave the house lately. Summer brings a lot of tourists, and I can't say I'm entirely fond of the large crowds. I think I would cry if this overlook were ever posted on one of those gimmicky vacation blogs. This has been my secret spot for as long as I can remember, and it's the only place I feel like I can truly breathe. When I was younger, my parents would always take me to the beach to watch the sunset. It feels like it's been years since the last time we came here as a family. Every time I glance at the water below me, I can't help but imagine how easy it is to put an end to things. No one is around, and the last bit of sunlight is fading. This part of the beach is pretty secluded, so I doubt there would even be a body for an unlucky stranger to stumble upon. If I'm going to die, I want it to happen on my own terms.
Dang.
Not after bankrupting my family and living a subpar life full of pain. This disease has already taken too much for me, and I don't want to keep withering away. I know my parents would be hurt, but I'm sure they could learn to forgive me. It's sort of like ripping a band-aid off, right?
Oh crap. Okay, jump.
I'm sorry for disappointing everyone one last time. Please don't hate me for what I'm about to do. I've heard that a lot of people who attempt suicide feel instant regret as soon as they cross the point of no return.
Holy shit. Oh no, what did I do?
If I'm being honest, though, this is the freest I've ever felt.
What the fuck? Oh no. Oh, what? Oh. Well, that took a turn. Okay, so this game has 2 more endings. I kind of like this game. Main menu. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try not to kill her this time. I can skip through this. We
Never
already
really
know what
understood
happened.
why
Oh
people
crap, I
make such a
can't.
big deal out of holiday.
Oh, never mind, I can. Alright. We've already seen what happened here.
I know my parents would be hurt, but I'm sure they could learn to forgive me.
Oh no.
It's sort of like ripping a band-aid off, right?
Why did I think this was a good idea to press jump? No, you will go home.
What am I even thinking? Mom and Dad are already going through so much.
Hell yeah.
Losing me would probably break them. I should probably head home. My birthday always puts me in such a weird mood, and I know I shouldn't trust any of my thoughts when I'm like this.
Holy crap. Okay, okay.
If parents will be home soon. I really wish they'd taken the day off, but I know they're just doing what they think is best. Life has been hard on all of us lately. I'll just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and maybe one day I can find a new normal. At the end of the day, you can't change the past. All you can do is work hard to improve the future.
Congratulations, you have found the good ending. What? I'm assuming I have to click everything before going. Alright, hold on. How do I get the good ending? The other ending, the third. Alright. I'm not sure, did I click the trophies before? I think I probably skipped some dialogue.
I guess I just never really understood the hype. Maybe it's because I don't have friends to celebrate with. Or maybe it's because mom and dad are always busy at work. To me, birthdays are just a painful reminder of how utterly alone I am. I have no plans for the future. I can barely imagine what I'll be doing tomorrow, yet it feels like everyone around me has some giant 10-year plan.
Damn. She has issues.
I guess I'm a little scared of getting older. I have no passions, no talent, no friends, no job.
No bitches.
Hell, even getting out of bed feels like an impossible feat most days.
I feel that.
If the multiverse is real, I hope there's a version of me who can make mom and dad proud. Someone who is successful, has a good paying job, and lots of friends. I'd do anything to be her.
I need to make sure I'm not missing anything.
I thought I threw this away.
I found something. Oh.
Originally, I tried to salvage the memory by ripping the image in half, but I quickly realized it was all for nothing. I feel so bad for my younger self. Some days, I really miss being an idol. Dancing on stage was so much fun.
Wait,
and
she's
I
an
had so
idol?
many awesome experiences. I even made an idol group with 2 friends, but that was probably the worst decision I could have ever made.
What?
People always say the entertainment industry ruins relationships, but I guess I thought I was immune to that trope. I paid for everything. I was always spoken over. I was always conveniently forgotten. What I had written off as a coincidence should have been neon warning signs. I still remember the day they logged into our group account and tried to take all the money. I had funded the entire group myself, and we were nowhere near breaking even on merch sales. I remember them angrily demanding their share of profits. It didn't matter that I was still in the negatives and that there was no profit to split. I remember crying on my kitchen floor for hours as texts flooded in about how awful and greedy a person I was. Even worse, the other girls demand I be kicked out of my own group. It didn't matter that I had funded it myself or that I had spent hundreds of hours managing socials and getting us performances. In a fit of hysteria, I made a vague post on social media that I was disbanding our group and wished the other two girls the best. I changed the login info and tried to move on. Dozens of messages poured in almost instantly. Being told to kill yourself by the same people who once supported you is a feeling I can't even begin to describe.
Holy shit.
The two girls made a massive smear campaign, trying to paint me as an abusive and manipulative psycho who finally snapped. I learned an important lesson that day. No one on the internet cares about the truth. They only care
That
about
is
whose
true.
voice is loudest.
That is true. That is true.
I ended up having to delete all my social media just to escape the drama. It's been years, and I still sometimes stumble across posts where one of the girls from my group is spreading malicious lies about me. Not long after this fiasco, I started having severe health problems. As it turns out, severe stress and trauma can lead to autoimmune disease. Now I'm just some pathetic loser who's terrified of social media and barely leaves her house. I've been too afraid to make friends ever since, because some part of me is always afraid I'm being used, or that eventually everyone will turn on me. My reason for becoming an idol was a little selfish, so maybe I deserved to fail.
No!
I convinced myself that if I could make enough people smile, maybe I could find a reason to keep living. After all, it is easier to live for others than yourself. What kind of idol relies on her fans for support? It's supposed to be the other way around. Either way, I don't want to keep thinking about this. I always end up in a really negative headspace when I reminisce on my idol days.
Okay. Holy lore drop right there. Oh my.
Surprise, surprise, not a single notification. I mean, what did I expect? No one ever reaches out to me anymore. I guess I thought today would be different. This
What
is
the
the
fuck?
only photo I have of Persephone. I really wish I'd taken more.
Persephone.
I still remember the day I brought her home. I went to the store with my mom to pick up a few things, and when we arrived, I noticed there was a pet adoption event going on. While my mom browsed the store, I decided to play with the kittens who were up for adoption. I made a silent agreement with myself that I wouldn't get attached, as I knew I would never be allowed to take one home. I had always wanted a cat, but my dad was completely against the idea. Towards the back of the event, I noticed a cage with a small kitten. I remember how terrified she looked. It was like she wanted to be anywhere but where she currently was.
I knew that feeling all too well. My bad, I keep trying to skip over the dialogues.
I spent the rest of my time petting her through the bars of the cage, praying time would freeze. I couldn't help but fall in love with her instantly, and I could tell she felt the same.
Wait, that's supposed to be a cat? Holy crap, I thought that was a dog.
The world is a scary place. Even worse, it's painfully lonely. Connections like ours come once in a lifetime. Before I knew it, my mom had reappeared and was telling me it was time to go home. As I pulled my hand away from the kitten, I saw the fear in her eyes come rushing back. I knew I couldn't leave my new friend, but I also knew that I would never be allowed to take her home. Without even realizing it, I had begun to cry. I guess my mom could tell how much the cat meant to me, because she told me to call my dad and ask permission to adopt her. Surprisingly enough, he said yes. I wish I could say that Persephone and I lived happily ever after. I can't believe it's been almost 10 years since she died. She was just a baby.
What?
Why is life so unfair? Why do the innocent ones always have to suffer, while bad people get to enjoy life without consequences? Did she not deserve to be happy? Do I not deserve to be happy?
This shit just gave me goosebumps. What the fuck?
She was my best friend. Maybe my only friend. I can't help but feel that the universe is playing some cruel joke on me. Stop crying, Miki. You're so pathetic. Don't worry, Percy. I'll see you soon.
Whoa, 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 no.
We'll never have to be alone again after today. So wait
What?
for me a little
No,
longer.
no, no. Holy crap. She really wants to kill herself. What the fuck?
I hate looking at my medical bills.
Okay, okay.
Paying so much money to try to treat an incurable disease seems pointless. Sometimes I fantasize about dying just so that my parents won't have to spend so much on me.
Oh, goddamn.
It makes me sick thinking about how much I've cost them over the last few years.
I really hope I got everything. Okay, I don't see anything else that I can click on. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. Alright, I'm gonna go.
The weather is surprisingly... Summer?
Alright, we skipped this part.
As my health started to decline, Mom and Dad started working more shifts to cover my medical bills.
Alright. Alright, hold on.
Slaving away to a...
Okay. Okay. Mermaid cat statement. Oh.
Every time I glance at the water below me, I can't help but imagine how easy it is to put an end to things.
Okay. No one's around and the last bit of sunlight is fading.
This part of the beach is pretty secluded, so I doubt there would even be a body for an unlucky stranger to stumble upon. If I'm going to die, I want it to happen on my own terms. Not after bankrupting my family and living a subpar life full of pain. This disease has already taken too much from me, and I don't want to keep withering away. I know my parents would be hurt, but I'm sure they could learn to forgive me. It's sort of like ripping a band-aid off, right?
Go home.
What am I even thinking? Mom and Dad are already going... Losing me would...
Okay. Please tell me I didn't fuck up.
If I'm lucky, maybe my parents will be home soon. I really wish they'd taken the day off, but I know they're just doing what they think is best.
Oh my god, no. What the fuck am I missing? Main menu. Okay. Alright, 6 p.m. The bears. The phone. The trophies. The cat. The books. The calendar. The computer. The figure. The medical bills. Alright, and this piece of photo that was down here. Alright, I know being an idol was so fun. And then there was some bitch fake ass friends. Alright. What else was I missing? The mouse, the clock, the windows, the bed, the floor, the carpet, something underneath here, the cabinets, the phone, lamp, cactus, this shit, the snowman, these books, what else was there? The clock. Maybe I was supposed to jump? I'm gonna try
What
jumping
is
this time. Alright. I think I was supposed to jump. I'm gonna try it once more.
it?
Hey,
Oh! Oh!
Who's talking to me? And why? Won't you just leave me here to die?
I didn't want to do this, but
What the hell? Why did you just splash water on me?
oh good, it looks like you're awake now.
Where are you? Oh god, am I dead? Are you a ghost? Are we both ghosts?
Oh, I'm down here.
You have to be kidding me.
What the heck?
There is no way this is real. Oh god, I am definitely dead. There is no way a cat is talking to me right now.
Dead? I mean, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I already fixed that.
Maybe I'm just unconscious. I know I was thinking about that weird article before I jumped. So maybe that's why this thing is here in my dream.
Are you even listening to me? You just keep rambling about nonsense. Not to be that guy, but thank you for saving your life would be nice.
Wait a second. Why are my clothes different? None of this makes sense. My head hurts. Stop splashing me with water. What is your problem?
Sorry, you were panicking and I didn't know how else to snap you out of it. I just wanted to let you know.
Ah! What the actual fuck? Why do I have a tail?
Well, actually, I was about to get to that.
Okay, Miki. Deep breaths. I have no idea what is happening. Let's just calm down. I'm sure I'll wake up soon. This is probably just a bad dream.
I was taking a swim last night when I saw you jump off a cliff. I normally don't interfere with humans, but I couldn't bring myself to turn a blind eye. By the time I reached you in the water, you had already fallen unconscious. To be honest, I'm pretty sure you were dead.
This is too much to process.
There's no way any of this is real.
In order to bring you back, I was forced to seal a portion of my soul into an artifact, which you are currently wearing on your head. It seems to have led to some unexpected changes.
Let me get this straight. So, I died, and then a magical mermaid cat saved my life by sealing away some of its power into an artifact. The artifact brought me back to life and somehow made me sprout a tail and wear some stupid dress. Yep, everything totally makes sense.
My mind was a little preoccupied when I saw you in the water. I suspect that my stray thoughts led your appearance to change into a reflection of that. I deeply apologize.
What the hell could you possibly have been thinking of? Nobody wears clothes like this in real life. I look like I belong in some generic magical girl anime.
It's nothing. I was just dwelling on a distant memory. I'm sorry to have offended you.
Why did you even save me? I assume that sealing some of your power was a huge sacrifice. I'm not sure why you would waste it on someone random.
Let's just say you look like someone I used to know. Back then, I wasn't strong enough to save her. Seeing you floating in the water brought back a lot of painful memories, and I like to think that the universe was giving me a chance to make things right.
I guess we both have lost someone important to us. I once had a kitten whom I loved dearly, although I can't say she looked anything like you. I wish I'd been able to save her back then, but the world is so cruel at times.
I'm inclined to agree. It's important to keep those that we have lost close to our hearts and to honor their memory. I'm sure your cat loved you very much and wouldn't have wanted you to hurt yourself like you attempted to last night.
Where the bullshit go? Holy crap.
I'm just tired of being alone. I just wish you were still here.
I know that you're not the girl I once knew, and I'm not the cat you once held dear. However, I can't...
Oh crap, I can't help but feel as if we were meant to meet one another.
Maybe you're right. By the way, my name is Miki. Do you have a name?
I am referred to as all that dwells in the sea by those who know me.
That is literally the worst name I have ever heard. In fact, how is that even a name at all?
Silly girl. You must remember that I am not a human, and therefore I do not abide by the same constructs as your species. If my name displeases you, feel free to choose one that you feel is more suitable.
All that dwells in the sea is quite a mouthful. Human names are typically just one word, so we have to find a way to shorten it. What dwells in the sea? I mean, fish dwell in the sea. In fact, they are most of what is in the sea. What if I just called you Fish?
I must say, fish seems like quite the downgrade from my current title. I was hoping you would choose something a bit more creative.
I mean, we could swap the F or PH to be more creative as that's your concern. P-H-I-S-H. Fish.
I will never understand you humans and your propensity for nonsense. I see no point in arguing, as I did say you could name me as you please. Fish will suffice.
Well then, Fish, what are we supposed to do now? Mom and Dad are probably worried sick because I didn't make it home last night. Wait, how am I going to explain how I look? I can't just walk around in public like this.
Ooh, let me see if I can use my powers to help conceal some of the more glaring issues. This whole situation is quite troublesome.
I mean, it's your fault that we're in this situation in the first place.
You do realize you haven't thanked me yet, right? Maybe I should just toss you back into the water and let you drown again.
Hey, that's a little harsh, don't you think?
It was intended to be a joke. My apologies. It's been a long time since I've spoken to anyone, so I recognize my social skills are quite rusty. I am still waiting on a thank you, however.
Thanks for saving my life, I guess.
You're quite the troublemaker, aren't you? Would have never acted like this.
What?
It's a shame that you were the one to live and not her.
What the fuck?
Well, I'd trade you for Persephone any day. I never asked you to save me, did I?
Why do I even bother?
You're still here? The game's over, silly. You can go home now. Go on.
That looks like a VR chat world. What the fuck? Alright, I like this game. It was fun.